quick test. Quick test. Okay. Okay, so we're all good then. I am indeed hearable. Behold! The third day. The third day of fungal infections and all that summarizes, yeah. Whew. I got a glass cheer wine, about to do some damage, and I hope the protohive doesn't spawn as soon as I go in, because that would be kind of ironic. Sorry for that. I'm back. I'm back. Let me make sure I'm actually can hear. Yep. Alright. So. Whoa. Whoa. Why are you so high? Alright. What was I doing? Let me remember. Oh, yes. Yes, I need bones, don't I? For the reginants. I need the reginant stuff. So yeah, I need bones. And I got enough iron. And I need sugar. Alright, bones and sugar. But, unfortunately, we got higher priorities. It is empty. It needs to be refilled. Honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and refill it while I'm here. So I don't have to do it later. Let me remember my buttons real quick. Let's see here. I know that's my dash. That's my slide. What's my parry? That's... What is my parry? That ain't it. Whoa, didn't expect that. Wait, what? Why is it saying... Why is it pressing V over and over, actually? That's not supposed to happen. What? Okay. Interesting. What is my parry? Do I just not get to have a parry? There it is. G. G is my parry. Anyways. Hopefully this is a good idea. I'm about to go back to the base. I'm about to take, or what, the old base rather. And I would like you to not lag. And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna watch. See how that does. By the way, those are hallucinations. You can tell by the way that they do not have the glowy red eyes. See, he's not real. Okay, so my buttons aren't reacting the way I want them to. I'm having like a wee bit amount of lag for some reason. Ow. Oh, right. You know, it's actually kind of funny. I completely forgot that I need to kill things to heal. You're probably real. are real, right? Just not dying? Shoot. Okay, we need to kill faster than I thought. Where's... What are the odds of that? Okay, whatever. Where... Hey, oh, there it is. Okay, we gotta be really careful. Hey. What the heck? You're clogged. Yeah, we need to hurry to before. What the? No. Make sure you still want it. I gotta babysit it now, basically. Nope. And what? Why are you immune? Die. Is this for parents and watch Friday the 13th? If you want to. Thank you. You, I am not thankful for. Be gone. This is why I wear... don't like that I keep having things filling up my inventory. Hear him. I think he's getting hurt too. you checking like Friday Nights at Freddy's. Alright? You're gonna get this. You're gonna die. I'm actually really sweating right now. How much do you need? Well, I no longer hear him. But he's still getting clogged, so he's still nearby. Clogged again. Moving it down closer. He's trying to resist. I didn't realize I was so close to having my pickaxe broken. Actually, that's really bad. Pickaxe. Good right now. Alright. I'm gonna have to make a I hear him. I should be able to pinpoint him. This music's not making it any easier. Like, shut up. It is part of it. I hear you. Yeah, you will die. But is he below me or above me? This is the second layer. I know that much. I just can't seem to find where he is. Sounds like he's like down here. Ah, I found him. Found you. Where? Oh no. The blocks destroyed it. Uh-oh. We gotta get out of here. The gravity of the situation changed drastically. We killed it and we got one of the brain blocks that we needed, but still. I don't know if we ever killed the womb actually, but we killed the hive mind, if nothing else. But at what cost? No, absolutely worth it. We don't really have a place to put random blocks. Oh, how you mock me. Oh, how you mock me. Oh, I can't get a moment's rest, can I? Alright, how do I make that stupid CDU sing again? Because I gotta make a new one. I need iron. It's my metal plates. I can't tell if I'm missing because of that or not. Where are my metal sheets? I realized I had iron the entire time on my inventory, but you know, sure. I think I'm starting to panic. Definitely starting to panic. Need to not do that, but it's really hard to not do when I can't find my metal sheets that I really, really need. There you are. Iron trapdoor. How do you make it stupid? There you go. Dispenser. Not to use the old Zoholic, but first let me do something real quick. Do I not have string? I have string, right? I'm really need to start paying attention at your registering. Alright. I don't know how much time I could be stalling for all I know. Not that way, obviously. Redstone. Do I have redstone? No, please tell me. I don't have redstone. I don't have a single ounce of redstone. I know where I can get a dispenser to. Fletcher's. You got one in the back of you, right? Yes. Cool. I got lucky there. We got lucky there. Alright. Okay, we got our item again. Now, we need to figure out the rough position of, well, the hive mind. It was like really immediate. I wonder if it was like near where I was before. There, let me get what I need. Man, this really sounds like that one song, Prince of Egypt. By the power of Ra, by the power, yeah, I don't know. A lot of people. What was the other one? The last piece. Last piece, was it the brain? Do I need the brain? Must be careful, I don't want to set a stupid... Well, if a calamity finds me here, I mean, it's only bad if it's that one in particular, but no, I don't see any infected areas, any problems. Alright. Do I risk? You know what? I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. Alright. Because if a calamity does show up, I have the height to get rid of him, hopefully. Detected at 1001 found. It's found me, but I found him. 1000, 1000. Ugh. Okay, well, we shouldn't be wasting time. Let's see here. Yeah, basically 1000, 1000. So over there. Because that's going to be below that building directly. Whoa, lag. Lag off it? Not quite under us, I'd say. Though it isn't always completely accurate, but leaves it over there. You know, it's unfortunate, you know, I've really spent all that time, like, you know, clearing out, purposely clearing out the caves. Like, how am I even gonna get down there to kill him? This requires a proper course of action, I'd say. But is the course of action that I go down there? It's actually like more right there, but yeah. What are you trying to do? What was that? These villagers are trying to assassinate me. No, I can't believe this, man. Like, how am I going to... How am I going to get down there? Because I am assuming it is underground. The longer I wait, the worse it gets, plus that calamity. I guess that is the one fall of underwater. I can maneuver into caves toward it, but the issue with that being that it centers around that ship. It would be a long travel ways that way. Music nominees found me like, oh great. So what do? Do I just wait for the calamity? I mean, this chunk's just gonna be permanently loaded now, but basically. In my arrogance of clearing it out. I think that I started with such a strong victory too. And I also never got confirmation I killed that other womb that was by now the first per the hive mind. So far I know that it's grown into a calamity as well. which would not be a fun random calamity to deal with. Either way, this is nothing but bad news. How immediate too. I guess it's a good thing I don't the other Pro Hive mites since there's the modifiers that happen, but I just don't think I can get down there. Because now that I spawned a womb that I have no idea of when it's going to turn to calamity. Unlike the other one where I can be certain I can deal with it in time. I still don't know the exact pinpoint location of it. Unless... I wonder if I turn my render distance all like down really far. I would see him? No. Since his chunk's always loaded. Okay, why are you guys obsessed with pushing me off? Stop it. Just don't. But essentially, I think I'm just gonna have to prepare for war. I need to find my, my guy, I guess. Get some more arrows from him. I mean, so far the only real threat the only real threat is the, what was this? The Heidenberg? And the Heidenberg is the easiest calamity to take down, by far. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy with my current gear, but still the easiest. Do I have any emeralds left? I do. Plenty. I need to... Weaponsmith. Sharpness, not good. Sure. Not my original Fletcher, sure. I should probably make a nether base soon. As cowardly as that would be, it is simply the most optimal solution. For an Heidenberg, I should probably keep some extra stacks of arrows. I don't need that blimp running out of arrows while dealing with that blimp. Who currently is the only thing that would be able to reach this sky village. But, again, like I said, it might be the easiest calamity to deal with, but it's still a calamity nonetheless. And it still is going to most likely destroy this entire village. But at least I'd rather take it down, get it out of the world, and hopefully get some of its remains to use for parts for my spore. But we'll probably need to, unfortunately, move bases again. If it's another calamity, any other calamity, though I believe it's a little odd since that is the main air one. I guess it could be a Whiteser, not instead of a Heidenberg, but it shouldn't be able to reach its bombs all the way up here, I don't think. And in general, any of the ones that can't fly shouldn't be able to get me. But it's hard to say. I also don't know how I'm going to know if one's down there or not. Because of the range. Please be careful. Thanks. Basically, I'm forced to stand guard, because if I leave, simultaneously both the hive mind and the calamity will be able to load chunks, meaning that I will come back to a very destroyed village, and I'd rather safely take out the calamity than deal with it. Now, in the case of a failed, air, because again, I'm assuming it's doing air at this height. If it's, you need the land ones, wouldn't be bad to deal with in the ocean. But a water one of pretty much any kind would be absolutely devastating to think about dealing with. I still have no good idea where it could be. Please don't drop that. Why did they make it Q? And yet I feel like it's important to need that quick, but it could be over there. In that whole pit. It's hard to say. I don't see anything that looks like biomass or infected junk. Unless that's infected junk instead of gravel. It's hard to say. It feels like the calm before the storm. I'm still not close enough to get madness, but this is the music that sounds like madness, so I still get to go insane in real life, even if my player isn't. But whatever. We just gotta wait for that, giant boss to show up of destruction, and we can take it down, surely. We've already taken down, one proto-hive mind. That's the strong thing. Well, I say strong. Calamity is the strong bombs that it spawns, but with enough arrows. And again, as I said before, the key to the blimp, I call it the blimp, or the Heidenberg, is that you're always moving. Never stand still. It doesn't really go in for headbutts. And if you keep getting cover consistently, you should be able to consistently dodge it. In fact, it has bad tracking in general, but I feel a lot of unease at the moment. But I believe we will stomach this fruit. We will protect this village of the sky that I've named the Limbo. We'll protect this upper layer. I probably should, in hindsight, maybe it wouldn't have been Limbo. It would have been like the moon or whatever. But whatever. Because this is not the world of Voltrikill. This is the world of Minecraft. It just so happens to have a very problematic infection here. What is this? Glad I found you. For those who don't know, the fungal can grow off a chest with food inside of them, so it's It's important that I clear out any chest I find with that. I still don't hear anything. Don't see anything. Everything looks fine so far. No grays, no destruction. And fortunately, the protohive mine spawned low enough that he can't spawn anything up. She can't spawn anything up. Man, it's getting a little bit hard to talk. I'm talking this so much, you know. I gotta like give credit to like all these streamers who are able to just say stuff. I mean, doing all the talking by yourself is a lot of work. But yes, we shall sleep once again. Now this right here is his target goal. He's aiming to go to literally this block. So obviously he's going to take the shortest route flying ever. However, regardless, if my direction was correct, I should be able to spot him before he comes up here. And again, I'm assuming that this is going to be a Heidenberg, because I have no proof that it can be anything else but. It's just, again, it's the only real problematic thing. Please don't do that. I forgot about the ship down there. Here's the good news. We'll see a giant hole in that ship probably if there's anything down there. I believe I already killed everything. No, yeah, because that's stone. I don't think there's anything growing in the ship at the moment. If there is, it'd be a little bit more noticeable. Be more gray and whatnot. May have to just burn that ship down. I guess technically I don't know how long it's going to take for the Calamity to spawn. I also didn't think about one of the other possible outcomes being the... Did you say something? What the... It'd be funny if I... Am I hearing things? But, there is maybe one other Calamity that can reach. That Calamity being the worm. This is because the worm out of all of them is the one I know the least about, mainly because of its jumping mechanics. It's capable of lunging pretty high, chasing targets. Though he would have to lock on to a target up here. Ah, man. I can feel a little on edge. I feel like I'm just waiting for my demise. But I can't leave. I have to stay. I just would like to see a sign of a man, the lag scares me sometimes. A sign of a calamity. If it isn't the blimp, because I could just be waiting forever for a blimp that's never going to show. I mean, the most dangerous water one, in my opinion, is the shark. What's it's called? Gazan Breacher. Like, don't get me wrong, the other stuff is fast. But a boat can outrun the other stuff. If in testing, I'm pretty sure. It outruns your swimming, but not. But not the boat. We do have over there to go to. What is that? Don't read it. It's just asking for it. What was that? Is that a farmer? That better been a farmer. Is there a farmer nearby? Whoa, 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 whoa. Delay. Talk about delayed inputs. Still hear the subtle sounds of what's supposed to be madness. Okay, there is a farmer. I'm just a little on edge. I mean, I've killed calamities before but I've killed them after I already made the armor and the weapon. Because I'm saving all that for when I get regiments. Saving world. What an ironic title. For I fear there is no saving this world. For in an attempt to control the space, I've neglected one piece of crucial issue. One fatal flaw of my design. For if a proto-hive mind spawns down there, I might be safe, sure, all the way up here distant, but it too is safe. It is nearly impossible to get to the proto-hive mind down there now. It's fortified by the water caves, and I would have to find a spare cave, which I already know one by the water source right there, and I would have to maneuver my way through the caves all the way over there. It would be a very dangerous trek, which I'd have to be careful of using the CDU the entire time to make sure that I don't get detected by the proto-hive mind. And even then, I fear that it would be a very, very difficult and dangerous trek to make it way over there. But again, the future really depends on how we deal with the incoming attack that's prepared against us up here, since it knows that I'm up here and I know it's down there somewhere. It got its first move. And I'm guessing that it's going to be sending its air troops to us. So we got to be ready. Of course, I don't know how soon it is. It's like waiting for a demise that you don't know when it will show up. Running off of assumptions and, conclusions that are not completely, 100% guaranteed. And, kind of like life, if you run on those too long, you're sure to end up falling. But, I can imagine, people in war, they know that they're at their last stand, their last outpost. There's no retreat. You can only stand and fight. Fight till the end. And that is what I intend to do. I intend to fight till the end. But yeah, that was a random monologue and speech for me. I guess while we wait for whatever to come and attack, man, lagging inputs really scare me sometimes. Why is it lagging inputs? Like, what is Grammarly open? Is that what's going on? Let's try CurseForge. I always forget CurseForge. And no, Overwolf. Sorry, Overwolf. Even though I use it to run these mods, it becomes such a resource hog for your computer. I'm sure I'm going to make a loud, humorous screaming noise at some point. You know, if I get jump scared by, you know, the big, giant, scary horror creature, but, you know, it is what it is. And, well, I didn't expect that heart attack. What? Two proto-hive mines? Two? Okay, and I can't afford to risk another check. It could just be the same one. Makes sense. But can they reach? Two proto-hive mines surrounded me? I mean, I noted they're not directly below me because I cleared out most of the caves, I think. I don't know how high they can reach. Can only hope that it's deep and not high. But it's hard to say. But I can't help but feel... I mean, if one more proto-hive mine spawns, all the spore creatures get a buff. Which is exactly what I want in this time of crisis. Is even stronger troops, more equipped to rend apart this village / stronghold of hope. And I say oh a lot, don't I? I have to keep scouting to make sure that that it's not spawning any of its creatures nearby. Because if a proto-hive mine's close enough to the village, it would be able to just consistently spawn troops to attack. Maybe not the big calamity consistently, but that's still a warning chunk. I can only assume that a proto-hive mine's taking the other side. Meaning that perhaps they are trying to surround this area. But I don't believe I have enough obsidian to retreat to the nether. I mean, I can retreat because of the, waystones, but what good would that be? I mean, we already lost this base, and even though I killed the proto-hive mine there, and took its brain as a, nice little trophy, which also prevents it from regrowing back. I don't know, man. It's just, it's really not an ideal situation to be in. Yeah, I should have made a base in the cold area after all, but alas, there's still caves even in cold biomes. And it is the caves where they start thriving before they destroy above. Well, I guess, see, is this where's my house? Is this my house? It should be heading for, like, that point right there. Let me just double check which direction it is, because I know that it's at the edge there. Yeah. I'm glad I got that piece of paper. I mean, I kind of wish I got it the first time so I didn't know where I was and I wouldn't be dealing with a calamity right now, but, you know. It is what it is. Sometimes sometimes in a war, you just gotta do things you don't want to do. You know, I'm just gonna keep that as a strategical gap for spore mobs. But it would be a lie to say that my heart is not pounding right now. And I can feel the adrenaline rushing through me. It's kind of funny that, you know, you can get adrenaline pumping through you in a video game, but I guess kind of takes away from the immersion a bit, but at the same time, the adrenaline has saved me, and I would like it to still be there, even though every little noise is currently going to terrify me. Need to remember what that stress chemical is, because there's definitely plenty of that in my head right now. There is currently no sign of the calamity. It's just the farmers again. Ugh. Dirt breaking. I mean, it's mostly from actually a different mod, escape and run parasites, but also the fungal infection, because they have mobs that break blocks. Hearing a dirt block sound, particularly in a single player world with an infection mod, really just gets my panic things going, because it's meant to, you know, save my life, obviously, so I don't get killed by whatever's breaking blocks and you know, quickly making its way toward me. Wonder if I could do my see what I mean? Get to hear it. Wonder if I get my FOV up, see what's going on down there. That's just kelp. Okay. But, yes. You know, technically, I'm kind of very cowardly in these type of things. I guess I feel more cowardly now. Even though I keep forgetting that I am supposed to be, you know, V2. You know, I'm supposed to, you know, kind of just charge in. I'm glad there was no villager for me, but charge in, attack, and, you know, kind of just kill. A little bit reckless. Though, to be fair, I guess technically V2's recklessness and lack of thinking ahead is kind of why he got destroyed in the game in the first place. Now, if I was V1, technically he thinks ahead and plans his weapons before he goes and memorizes paths, all that. But yeah, maybe that's the issue. I should probably change my skin to the blue V1 instead of the red V2. Because like being careful. And like the past 2 streams, you know, I was V2. I was, you know, being reckless, and well, I died a lot. Started a stream. I calculatively took out a proto hive mind, which is good because if I didn't, I'm glad I started it. Because if I didn't, there would have been 3 proto hive minds now, and that would have added a modifier. Though I fear that a third one's gonna spawn in one of these corner areas soon. But I just gotta keep my guard ready. Am I just gonna? Is this gonna be the stream as me waiting for my doom? Because that's really a combination of being dark, but also just giving me like, I don't know how entertaining this is to you as a viewer. And if I turn this into a video, then obviously you get to, you know, see a little cut of time, you know. So I guess you guys won't be feeling it, but for me, it's like, you know, I have to keep my adrenaline active, you know, like just constantly. We have to be ready because the calamity can attack with its full destructive force in any moment. It's like restless and what? I'll admit I didn't expect. This is the first time I found an infected husk. Really? Of all the creatures I killed? Oh, dude, what happened to you? Have I been attacked and not known it? Huh. I'm going to admit, I think the Iron Golem saved us. He fought a battle while I was not looking. But there's a suspicious amount of infected villager drops. Holy cow. Was this an ambush? I will admit I didn't expect an ambush of all things. Not loud and destructive, even though I know a big loud thing is supposedly on its way, but just a quiet, subtle attack. We lost one of our iron golems, it looked like. I want to say. But, wow, yeah. There's a lot of dead things, so. And I hear a village. Oh, there's the villager. He hid, I guess, because. Wow, honestly, you should probably stay hiding for now. They won't see you. How did they get up here? And so quietly, too? I was too busy distracted looking for the calamity that I didn't notice that there was a small problem already, but it was daytime. Because I never let it get dark. It really begs the question, how? Begs the question, because there's the second proto hive mind that spawned. And while I do know where the first one is over there, I don't know where the second one is. And I'm starting to fear that it might be closer than I thought if it started spawning things. I don't even know if that was the... I mean, it was that. I could have I gotta be very careful now that I think about it. The spore mobs are linked at this point, you know, they're part of the great fungal hive mind. You know, the proto hive minds, you know, obviously. But it means that what happens is that every time you kill a creature, there's a chance that it will send a signal to the proto hive mind. The bigger the mob, or more important the mob, the higher the chance. Some even going as far as being 100% chance. Those are generally mounts, tier 4 mounts. Point being, as I said, we're waiting all of this out because of one calamity, right? That we are assuming because it did a perfect air one. You know, if it succeeds, it's going to be an air type. If it fails, it could be any, but essentially, it's planning an attack. One calamity monk. The last thing I need is more, because it can make more, and it will make more if it's alerted. I'm gonna keep my eye out, make sure none of the greasy vigils that are the hive mind's eyes and scouts are looking about. Because once that happens, that's when the real problems start. Now they will be spawning when if a calamity makes it up here. But again, it should only be the flying one that can make it up here, I hope. Unless he uses the water spigot, but surely the calamities aren't smart enough for that. But I don't know why you scared me, villager. I guess even the living creatures. I will say I really love the OST that they recently added to the fungal infection mod. I actually listen to it outside the game sometimes because I'm one of those people that listen to very scary sounding tracks. Sometimes, not all the time. I actually like good music, music that most people listen to as well. Not really. No, I'm not really a pop music guy, but yes, I do like this music. It's nice. Among the favorite is the Vigils theme and the Calamities theme, and I'm sure we're gonna hear the Calamity theme because we hear the Calamity theme when a calamity is locked onto us, which, you know, it's kind of helpful, handy. It means that if there's a calamity actively looking at me nearby that's about to attack me, I'll be able to hear it. Because I remember in my past video, I was doing really well, but there was, you know, calamities about. So I was taking them out, and I just finished taking one of the, like, these big ones that shoot, like, explosive rockets. So it's called a Halbwitzer. So, I'm trying to remember what it's inspired, like artillery. It's like a giant shooting artillery of fungus. Not fun, not at all. But as soon as I finished killing him, it's like, it's calm, my adrenaline's calming back down. Then I hear a loud growl, and I immediately vote for it. I'm like, what is it? I put in, my camera to look behind me, and it's this fungal shark. And, I'm in a boat in the water, and it caught me off guard. And it's as fast, actually, it's faster than a boat. And so, I was swimming, but I could watch it get closer to me over time, and it kept using its ability to blind me. So, you know, I could only barely see it approaching, and I have to kept juking it, but eventually, I did get eaten. Now, I did manage to recover my stuff back, because I don't know where the Calamity went, but still, it was not a fun time. In fact, I mean, I guess they're easier to deal with on land, obviously. With the exception of the Gazan Breacher. I need to make sure that Iron Golem just keeps getting killed. What the? What's going on here? Let me help you out. Okay. So, I'm noticing some weird appearances of fungal creatures. And unless it's a new thing where enough proto-hive minds means that they can spawn today now. I don't know what's going on. Nothing. I don't see any signs of mounds. But it's becoming apparent that since the second proto-hive mind, it is no longer safe. In fact, I think I lost my Fletcher. My arrow supplier. May you rest. Pieces. If a fungal creature got to him, probably, well, you got infected, obviously, so, but, yeah. Essentially, I gotta stay near this, Iron Golem dude. Now, one pattern I've noticed of mobs is they've been spawning in this area. I haven't seen them in anywhere else. But if I do end up with another calamity being spawned, I may have to hightail it out of there and find a base somewhere else. But I need to start putting down my CDU before I end up screwing myself over more. Because the spore, you know, they're leaked to the cold. It also numbs their, like, neural network. Essentially disconnects them from the proto-hive mind. Which means that they're basically just isolated and alone. Imagine for them that's probably terrifying. Back to firefly animalistic instincts, whatnot. But, the problem. What's the name of the problem? Oh yeah. The problem is, as I said before, if I forget to do that, then it's going to send the signal. So the CDU is basically my disruption device. I need to figure out what's going on though, because I have no clue how they're spawning, where exactly they're spawning. Actually, I find the mobs and I find dead creatures. The Iron Golem's kind of been taking care of them before I can actually see what's going on, which is actually also terrifying because the Iron Golem himself can cause a calamity to spawn. Also, he has an effective form, and I don't want to deal with that. Actually, I'm really glad I've taken the turret that Spencer down, because they use that to buff themselves. But this little haven that I used to call home has become a less homey. Why is there a spider? Uh-oh. Okay, see, I told you it was him. Okay, I gotta aim. So that there is the big guy. That there's the biggin. He's actually destroying all my stuff and I'm missing. He's looking for me. He's like, where is he? Okay, he's found me. Why can't I hit him? I actually got him in a... Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, a vigil. That's how they've been spawning. Okay. That ain't good. Holy cow. Shoot, he destroyed some of my stuff. That's okay. He didn't destroy all of it. But he did spawn this mound. Please go away. Okay, so yeah, the attack has happened. Holy cow. I don't think the iron golem is much more. I lost the sign of the blimp. I'm being watched? Yikes, that... I didn't realize he was targeted onto me. Uh-oh. Crap. Not much left of my stuff. That was kind of instantaneous. Okay. As I said, the easiest to deal with. Still, a calamity. Holy cow, he's actually really close. I only got some of the stuff I need. I need the arrow more. I need my armor. No, I did test this with just basic... Holy cow, stay away from me. Stay away. inventory. I don't have enough arrows. Need to get past him somehow. I hear him. I appreciate that. Come on. Okay, I'm moistening my arrows. Oh, he freed himself. I'm out of arrows. Shoot. Need to get past him. Which means I need to get... Ouch! I need to juke him. I don't know if he followed me down or not, but man, they really used the diversion tactics on me. At least I still have most of my stuff. I have the important stuff. I don't got time to dilly nor dally. I need to get my stuff back. If it didn't get destroyed. Surely somewhere in this are arrows. Shoot. I don't have a pickaxe. I keep an eye out. Make sure I don't. No! I just watched him despawn. That hurts to see. I'm out of arrows. Shoot. No arrows? I didn't think I was dead. Right. I forgot the newer version switch it from 5 minutes to 10 minutes. That is unfortunate. Okay. He's probably healing right now, so we need to sleep, and then I gotta take care of that Heidenberg. Okay. But where did he go? Did he follow me down? I got madness. At some point I got madness. I currently can't mind that. Ugh. Well. Oh, I found him! He was trying to heal. Good thing I have an easy way to get up here. Glad I set that up in advance, but holy cow. He's trying to root into heal, I know that. Should have lost sign of him. It's like a game of hide and seek. It gets all quiet when I can't see him, and then I hear that. Limbo. Ugh, that's the last noise I want to hear. Ow. He's above me. I have no pickaxe. Ugh. Here's that. Oh. I'm wasting all of my XP points right now. Whoops, wrong one. He really is playing no music right now. This entire place is destroyed and I still haven't killed him. What the heck? He's strafing. I got him. Okay. Okay. Got that. That son. That was something. All that work. Wait for a new one to immediately be spawned. I'm gonna admit that didn't go well at all. Yeah, that kind of went horribly. Not only did I fail to protect the village, I spawned as soon as I killed that calamity, another one spawned. But for the sake of collecting resources, I need to see before that next calamity spawns if I can find the thankfully I still got all those parts. I need to utilize the wood. I realize oh good. Need to create a new pickaxe. What the? Oh shoot, I just realized I lost all of those. I don't know where he is. I don't see a horde of mobs. But he's nearby. Oh, I found him. What the heck? Stop panicking. Still nearby. I don't see the things I'm looking for. I got this thing I was looking for. limbs. Ugh. None of these is what I was looking for. Can't seem to fall asleep. I think it's past finding that, but I think that's everything we're gonna need for now. Well, there's this stuff, I suppose. Huh. How unfortunate. This was the demise that it became. Especially because I no longer have, I don't know, man. That was not the village I was trying to go to. Well, here, let me get a nice drink. Now, the thing I was looking for is a very crucial thing, really. Because of the parts, I wanted the airborne reforged biomass, which is necessary to fuse these two things together. Why do I have Okay, it's just the last madness. I was about to say, if I just got madness, I would have been a little upset. I'm gonna leave that stuff over there in that pocket right now. This isn't our base, so it should be safe for now. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the snow village. What am I saying? It's not gonna be easy here. We need to find obsidian. I need to diamonds is what that means. I'm also out of... I have one sink of CDU left. And I need to use a spare and it's not over there. That's also why I'm not going to be here, because that's not safe. But yeah. I'm going to need to find diamonds. So, what does that necessitate? I'm going to have to go into the caves. Ow. Shoot. Great. Did not miss this. Perfect. This will be enough to mine the obsidian that we'll need. Actually, more than enough, but I made a mistake of using all my wood, but that's okay. sorry, my commentary has been a little bit dry lately, but that's how you can tell that, you know, the gameplay is, you know, a little bit stressful right now. I feel as if I'm on time constraints. I'm sorry, little village, but I need the sticks. I have 3. So 4. So I only need 7 more. Seven more, right? Yes, 7 more. I don't know what to do with the rest of these diamonds, to be honest. But I do know that time is of the essence. I need to go find a pool of water. Not pool water, pool of lava. Surely that wouldn't be too hard to find. They tend to spawn, you know, frequently, even in the ice biomes. Unfortunately, I do not recall an area. I know they can be found underground as well, but I've not been so lucky to find a big underground hole. There's a little bit of lava, but not enough that I want to work with. It's a big cave. That's a fungal cave right there. That's the kind of cave that the Fungals can really thrive in. They thrive in the big caves. And even though the cold hurts them, open area does not. I don't want to spend too long here, because if I do, a third hive might spawn, because I already spent a large portion of time here. What is this? Snowy beach. I need to make my way back to the village. Dang it, do you guys not just have beds anymore? Okay. Alright. We just gotta find a lava cave, a full-blown not a full-blown lava cave, but just lava, a lava pool. The issue is that I can't seem to see one from the top of my tower here. Now though, let me think here. There's 2 proto-hive mines in this world. And more concerning, well, no, I wouldn't say more, but just as concerningly, there is a calamity that's probably at this point mostly fully cooked. Yeah. I still gotta relook at that footage. It was kind of like doing so many diversions, and then after being distracted, before I knew it, I heard a large explosion. I look, I'm like, oh, there he is. The calamity, he made it. But you know. Now obviously it's not going to spawn on ice. But it can spawn in the snow, the lava pool, right? Just a little bit of obsidian. Also, now that I think about it, I don't even know why Prototypine decided to make a second calamity. Sounds like I didn't kill anything during that time. So that implies that some probably like dumb zombie or whatever triggered it. Where's another one of those stupid factories? Got one of those stupid factories that I need to go. Yes, die. Are you out of right now? What is... Okay, there you go. Now you're dead. Sure it's not one of these stupid guys. I got what I needed. Good news, gentlemen. We are back as a weapon. At least that's some good news. Bad news is I don't remember which way I came from. I think that way. Because I've been going around the forest. Village. Sure, I guess I'll take it. There's a small thing of, oh, yeah, you know, why wouldn't, you know, it isn't a hospital that looks like its entirety I'm pretty sure it's a laboratory place, so, yeah, it is, it just is, okay. Can I hit pre-do? don't even want to go deal with that. Oh. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Well, that place is absolutely lovely. Okay. I'm getting really tired now. I just want to find a, some lavas, that's what I'm gonna ask, you know. Portal. Is that a storm? Is that storm I see? Or just be raining on storm? Because that's a storm. Seriously, is this no lava? Is John Fungal himself saying, Thou shalt not enter the nether, for that is essentially cheating? Yeah. Instead, I say, but I've already lost everything, so why not? I don't think Pillager outposts have obsidian. I don't even know where I got my first thing of obsidian. It was in a village. They spawn in blacksmith chests. But yeah. Is that another village? I hope that's another village and not the same one, and I'm just going in a circle. It looks like, yeah, that's a different one. Well, at least I have a save point, but still. Well, I saved an iron golem, so at least I did that. Aha. I mean, that's still another hospital, but it's a little more distant. Yeah, safer. What's even attacking? This place, I still think this place is going to be in shambles soon, but that's okay. This place can be in shambles. Like, thanks. Okay. I need to figure out which room is what should I call it room? One of these has a chest, right? Sworn there's a chest in the one, this big one. Maybe not. Maybe. can't remember what the big blacksmith looking ones are. Guess I have to learn, you know, the blacksmith type of creatures first. So, be reliable. I'm gonna say it's not reliable. There's already an effect down there, too. I think this is the hospital I seen. Ugh. Again, since they changed the way the laboratory structures worked, I used to like to make bases in these kind of places after I clear them out and whatnot. Kind of like a kill room. Unfortunately now, they're like impossible to live in because they're always spawned no matter what's going on. You can't. You just can't. Though technically, I guess that means that you can farm it. It just feel like why? Oh, finally! I found a ruined portal. But I also found one of these places. So, I might need more of that. So. And that place just looks like not fun. Let's see, do you come with anything? You come with that, I guess. Well, when we get to mining, I suppose. No. No. I thought about it. Nope. Don't want another Sky Village right now. How that one turned out. To be fair, I can't. It is a very rough situation to be in. There is Raph. I don't remember where Raph is. Oh wait, I remember. No, I'm not gonna set up there. I'm gonna set up in the Arctic. I have to remember the name. Anyways, they really do need to make an update for the fungal infection where you can't cheese into the nether. I mean, sure, you can just say, okay, don't go to the nether. Easy peasy. Yeah. Like, I don't like giving players a choice. You know what I mean? Choice moist. You know? Actually, I can bring that. Honestly, I don't want to grab more armor here. Just keep this as a mental note. But now no. Fortunately, due to these landmarks as such, I can kind of memorize what's going on here and just come back. But yeah, if I want, I used to be able to you could just clear everything out in there, you know. I mean, not that the hospital doesn't have useful things in it, but every useful thing you get in a hospital is things that I already have at this point. I mean, because you get the armor. The issue is that it has the same loot pool, I guess, as other places, you know? Minus the ice. It doesn't have the ice. It has the BCU, it just doesn't have the ice. Not the BCU, CDU, it just doesn't have the ice. Back to treachery. Alright. Well, I guess it's time to go ahead and light the candle. See what we got going on here. No. Warp Forest isn't bad. Warp Forest isn't bad. Am I in a... No, I'm in there at least. We'll say, don't actively have a gold armor, but I'm just gonna have to deal with that for now. I tunneled really quickly. Well, I gotta remember it's glow shrooms that I gotta make the floor out of to make things not spawn. Or I can just go into the warp forest. The music still affects the nether, surprisingly. Well, like, to be honest, I think this is where I'm gonna close off stream. I know there's a lot to do, whatnot, but great that this only ended in failure today. And after I deal with this dude, he's gone. Okay. Well, I do appreciate those who've watched the stream today, but with that, I must say goodbye.